Hello everyone, and welcome back. Before we jump in to the November YumBox, I wanted to take a nice calm minute to say thank you to each and every one of you out there. This channel started out as a little hobby. And it's turned into such a wonderful experience for me. It's never been about money or fame. I only ever show my hands. But I get such a satisfaction from doing these videos and knowing that the simple motions of touching a mat or crinkling a package or showing you the contents of a shopping spree would help so many people fall asleep, relax, so thank you for spending your time with me and being such good people in today's world. Sometimes that can feel hard to find. So with Thanksgiving upon us, this is the perfect way to remotely thank everyone and let you know how much you mean to me. So take care of yourself this holiday season. And now let's get started on the YumBox. So last month I had signed up for the first time, and I loved the Russia box so much that I kept my subscription and also signed up my parents in Minnesota and my sister and her family in Wisconsin. So we will all get the monthly box for November. and we can have a fun Zoom tasting together. So I will show everything in the box, but I'm going to eat it with my family. So let's open the November box. This is how it comes in the mail. In the November box says, "Welcome to Italy." That is super exciting and fun. It says there's games on the back. There is a scorecard. Inside is the pamphlet for the month. Some little cards. A sticker that says, "Greetings from Italy, birthplace of the world's most valuable painting." Interesting. And then we have a box filled with delicious Italian snacks. I'll go ahead and set to the side, and we'll take it all out and see what was included. So, off we go to Italy. In the pamphlet, there's some fun information and some games. I appreciate. And then it gets right into the snacks. So this time I think we'll start in order of the pamphlet and go from there. My upside down reading is not on its A game today. So now I can read, and we're going to start right here. And I have my snack appropriate brush. And these are Italian black truffle potato chips. Italy's world famous truffles, now in a chip. Italy didn't get its reputation as a global food capital for nothing. The proof is in the pizza, the pasta, and even the potato chips. That's why we're kicking off our Italian adventure with these. What's so special about them, you ask? The answer lies in the flavor. Black truffle. Prized for their earthy tang, these gourmet fungi are basically Italy's version of buried treasure. Locals spend hours scouring forests with trained dogs in the hopes that they'll sniff some out. All the effort is worth it, as they're one of the most valuable foods in all of Italy. A 3.3 pound one from Tuscany sold once for $330,000. Fortunately, you don't need trained dogs or over $250,000 to discover Italy's most highly coveted flavor. You just need to open this bag, dig in, and kick our delicious Italian adventure into high gear. I have a request if anyone from Italy is watching. Please let me know if these are actually what they say they are in the book. I'm very curious. And all the snacks. And this one sounds delicious. Let's go find some local sensations. Fizzy lemon candy. And I think that's inside the Yum bag, which is an assortment of snacks. They needed to be bagged this way, I think. There are some fizzy lemon candies in the Yum bag. And there might be a few more, but I at least have these. Like Sprite in a hard candy. Italians are fizz whizzes. Seriously, at restaurants in Italy, every table gets a bottle of fizzy water. You would have to specifically ask for non-frizzante to get still water. In local markets, shelves overflow with an endless variety of seltzer flavors, not to mention beloved soft drinks like lemon gazosa and orange aranciata. And let's not forget prosecco. So considering the local fizz fascination, this fizzy lemon candy makes a lot of sense, and it will make you feel super, super bubbly. I love lemon. These sound very fun. Okay, next up this fun little pouch of lemon and pepper terellini, Italy's most iconic snack with a kick. Walk down a US snack aisle and you'll see chips on chips on chips. The same is true in Italy, except with taralini. These crunchy bread spirals are an Italian go-to, available in countless flavors. We're not exaggerating. When putting together this box, we tried rosemary, coffee, and even egg varieties before we fell in love with this lemon and pepper one. With sweet citrus and a kick of cracked pepper, this tarali is totally top-notch. Sounds very interesting and different. Next up, we'll find a small bag, appropriately colored in red, for ketchup potato chips. An extra crispy take on the classic condiment. 30 years, potato chips. 30 years ago, potato chips were scorned in Italy. Without the traditional appeal of tarali or biscotti, they had zero footing in the snack market. Until best friends Alfredo Moratti and Andrea Romano came along. With the mission of bringing chips to Italy, they started their business, Amica, producing both traditional flavors and totally new ones, like ketchup. Before we tell you if they succeeded or not, we think you should try a chip or two. Okay, you've had some? Great news. You've just tasted the current #1 chip brand in Italy. While I'm not that excited for ketchup flavor, I am excited to try the chips. After the ketchup potato chips, we have orange zest carrot cake, and they included 2 individually wrapped cakes. It says marvelously moist carrot cake with a citrus zing. You're probably familiar with carrot cake. Well, really, just one version of carrot cake, loaded with spices and nuts and topped with cream cheese frosting. But then there's Italian-style carrot cake, free of all the bells and whistles. Italy's take highlights the natural sweetness of the carrots with just a dash of orange zest. Get ready to discover a whole new kind of carrot cake craving. These do look super cute and fun. I do love a good snack cake. So we're done with the first page. And our tour of Italy continues with the hazelnut milk chocolate bar. Sounds delicious. They've included 2 hazelnut milk chocolate bars. Fall in love with Italy's #1 chocolate bar. If we're talking hazelnuts, there's no better place in the world to go than the Piedmont region of northern Italy. The native hazelnuts are prized for their excellence. They're smaller, sweeter, and nuttier than those grown in Turkey or the United States. That might explain why this rich chocolate bar, filled to the brim with roasted Piedmont hazelnuts, is the top-selling chocolate bar in Italy, and why we're fully addicted to it. It sounds delicious. Now we have Italian amarettini. This is a small pouch. It says the tastiest almond cookie in all of Italy. Ready for the world's tastiest love story? The tale behind these classic cookies begins in 1719, Saronno, when a young couple overheard that a cardinal from Milan was visiting their church. Wanting to prepare him a treat, they improvised a cookie recipe using just the apricot kernels, sugar, and egg whites they had on hand. The cardinal loved them, so much so he blessed the couple to a long, happy union. Not only did they stay happily hitched, their cookies went on to become an Italian icon. So are you feeling the love? Better yet, are you tasting it? Crisp almond cookies sound delicious. Next up, for the tiramisu cream milk chocolate balls, I'm going to the Yum bag. Beloved dessert just got even more luscious. Every modern Italian restaurant serves tiramisu, but in the early 1960s it was only served by one. La Bacherie in tiramisu. According to legend, owner Ada Campule was recovering from childbirth when she asked the pastry chef to whip up a pick-me-up. So he combined ladyfingers, mascarpone cheese, and cocoa powder, creating tiramisu, which literally means pick-me-up. The flavor combination became an overnight icon, which you'll get to taste in this luxurious chocolate filled with coffee-infused cocoa cream. And I love tiramisu, so I'm very excited to try these. And the last food item on the page is these tomato and oregano bruschetta. Your scrumptious ticket to Rome. Locals will tell you that the country's favorite crunchy bread, bruschetta, is a tradition as old as Rome itself. They're not exaggerating. Back in ancient Rome, olive growers would bring their harvest to a local press and sample their fresh olive oil on a slice of crispy bread. Modern folks top bruschetta with everything from pesto to salami to our favorite, fresh tomato and oregano. So, ready to crunch into this 2,000-year-old tradition? Why, yes, I am ready. Sounds delicious. And this is quite a large bag, so you get a lot to try. Alright, let's keep going with the raspberry almond dark chocolate bar. This sounds delicious to me. Fresh raspberries add a touch of sweetness. Italians love dark chocolate, but don't take our word for it. Look at the numbers. On average, Italians buy 12.5 million tons of dark chocolate a year, and just under 4.5 million tons of milk chocolate. So why is dark chocolate so popular? For that, we don't need to provide any numbers, just the yum in front of you. With raspberry sweetness and crunchy almond nuttiness, it's by far the most effective and decadent way to answer that question. I love chocolate raspberry, so I can't wait to try this one. Next up, we have cranberry frullati, baked fresh with real Italian cranberries. Now for a crumbly berry concoction. Many countries prefer their cookies soft and chewy, but Italy is a huge exception. Why are crumbly cookies the local go-to? because they're all the better for dunking into the country's favorite drinks: coffee, wine, and even milk. Before you dig into these crunchy cookies, we recommend you pour yourself a drink. Whatever you choose to dunk them in, these are best enjoyed the Italian way. I think I'll try them with some coffee when it's time. These look like they'll be in the Yum bag. They are milk chocolate with strawberry pop rocks, complete with luxurious Italian cream. The strawberries in the town of Nemi are anything but ordinary. They're volcanic, grown in a volcanic crater where sunlight is ample and wind is minimal. The berries are plumper and juicier than those grown anywhere else in Italy. Cool, huh? Here's something even cooler. These luscious milk chocolate truffles with explosive strawberry pop rocks. They take volcanic strawberry to a level even Nemi can't achieve. So these sound like something different and super fun to try. And we have the final Yum bag candy, which is Italian fruit jellies. The country's softest, juiciest candy ever. You may have had jelly candies before, but you've likely never had Italian jellies. Made with real Italian fruit juices, these sugar-encrusted jellies are supremely soft, delicate, and zingy. It's no wonder they fly off the shelves in Italy. We've sent an assortment of raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, and gooseberry, which are perfect for sharing. Or you could always keep these bite-sized delights as your own juicy secret. They are a little squishy and rectangular shaped. And I hope they taste as good as they sound. We're on to the next page. Now we have Italy's most scrumptious secrets. I see Amica again. We have fresh rosemary potato chips, courtesy of the aromatic gardens of Italy. The secret to long life? These chips? Maybe. Italians have long used rosemary to treat muscle pain, improve memory and circulation, and even slow the brain's aging process. And now, researchers believe it to be the reason residents of Italy's Campania region are living 20 years over the national average. We'll have to wait to see if that holds true, but for now, we'll happily benefit from these chips' lightness, crispiness, and herbal addictiveness. They sound good. I'm pretty sure I'm really going to like these. The next food item that we get to snack on is 4 courses of yum. Fennel seed tarali, Italy's most famous snack, with a fennel twist. To kick off a traditional Italian meal, you start with an aperitivo. Guests gather to share light conversation, a glass or 2 of wine, and a few handfuls of a snack meant to whet the appetites for a more substantial courses to come. These crispy, fennel-infused tarali are a delicious example. Beware to those new to the aperitivo game. It's dangerously easy to accidentally down more than a few handfuls. So these fennel-shaped crisps sound super fun. So after the fennel snacks, we have some more crispy, savory black pepper and prosciutto bread bites. Taste Italy's world-renowned smoked ham. After the aperitivo comes the antipasto, still a starter course, but a bit heavier, with small sandwiches and sliced sausages and cheeses often making an appearance. It's an extra special occasion, so we'll spec Italy's famous salt-cured, lightly smoked prosciutto. Here you'll taste the ham sensation on a super crunchy bread, paired with a kick of pepper. Each bite is ham-tastic, but doesn't contain any meat. Those sound super duper fun to try. On to the other side of the page, we have another item I cannot pronounce, so just go with me. The Italian terellini, which is northern Italy's crisp shortbread specialty. And we get quite a large package of the shortbread. While many of Italy's most mouth-watering concoctions have spread across the globe, pizza, fettuccine, tiramisu, the list goes on. Some just as delicious treats have flown under the international radar. Take these flower-shaped canestrelli shortbread cookies. In Genoa, they're just as popular today as they were in the 12th century when they were a must-have wedding gift. But few outside Italy have even heard of them. Let's change that. Go ahead and get to know one of Italy's oldest, sweetest, and crumbliest secrets. They look delicious. Move on down to another dark chocolate bar. We have the candied ginger and lemon dark chocolate. A bit sweet, a bit spicy, and deeply decadent. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. That's what much of the world will tell you. An Italian might say something a little different. Take those lemons and combine them with ginger. The sweet and spicy flavor is a classic Italian combo used in every kind of recipe you can imagine. Soda, roast chicken, honey cake, candy, and of course, chocolate. That brings us to our own little secret. When life gives you lemon and ginger chocolate, you savor every bite. And I certainly will savor every bite. Sounds delicious. Have another Amica chip snack. These are Italian pizza rings. No one does pizza rings like the Italians. Now for the primo or main course. Pizza. This Italian sensation is no doubt a dinner time staple. But did you know that it's only 300 years old? It was only in the 18th century Naples that locals first used tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, basil, and olive oil to craft the modern pizza we know and love. And look how far we've come. Now we've got crispy, airy pizza rings that taste just like the real thing. They sound delicious. And to wrap everything up, we have chocolate and tiramisu cream cake. Each moist, creamy bite is Italian ecstasy. Do you have any room left? We hope so, because you definitely don't want to miss out on dessert. While the traditional tiramisu gets a dusting of cocoa powder. This yum gives the treat a total chocolate makeover. Instead of lady fingers sandwiching the luscious mascarpone cream, it's got light and fluffy chocolate cake. And coating everything is yet another layer of melt in your mouth Italian chocolate. And I can already tell you that I love these without even trying them. And I think I feel that way about the entire box. I can't wait to try everything inside. And the rest of the pamphlet just contains nutrition information and some other fun things to do and look at. I hope that you enjoyed this YumBox unboxing. And I'm sorry I can't eat it all with you. From last month's Russian box, my two favorite items were the gingerbread rectangle filled with jelly and the sour cream and onion potato chips were the best sour cream and onion potato chips I've ever had in my life. These spicy Russian crisps were not even close to spicy, but they were still delicious. And most everything was so good and so fun. Please take care of yourself, and I hope to see you again soon.